equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Today, we have lots of surprises.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. Now, I did something I said I wasn't going to do, and but we're going to share it together, sharing my pain. I'm actually glad I did it, but anyway, so what we got here is we got the new 125th anniversary Victorinox. 1897. Now, as you can see, I want to give you guys the full unboxing experience so you can understand exactly how it comes packaged. And also, as you can see, I have a classic Spartan here just to give you an idea of the size of this box and the packaging as to opposed to the whole knife when it comes out after all the packaging and all that. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit of my personal experiences, and to make this a lot different from most normal, because there's a lot of videos out there showing this knife, but to give you guys a little bit different experience, and you'll see it change up here a little bit, we're going to do some comparisons between this, the 1897 and the Spartan, and the current Spartan, and then of course some of the other comparable tools. I don't have an original 1897 to compare it to because there's only like 4 in existence in the world. And even some of the 1920 and 30 knives are hard to find. But anyway, so here we go. This is a Spartan. So we're going to do the unboxing, and then we'll compare some of the tools to some of the current production models of Victorinox. Now, originally this box was in a Federal Express bag, and that's how it came. This box, just as it is here, was in a Federal Express bag. And let's open that up. Oh, sorry, it's this way. And then inside you have this white box. So we're going to set this aside and move on to the next. So inside this white box, you have the Victorinox actual box packaging. So let's take a look at that. We got Victorinox with the current shield, Swiss made. On the back side here it says made in Switzerland by Victorinox AG. It has the addresses and whatnot, their website. This is printed in, my understanding, German, and it says printed in Switzerland. You have Swiss made Victorinox. All right, so we're going to slide it out of here, and this just slides through in here. I'm gonna put this to the side, so this is the last you're going to see of this for right now. So you got 1897 to 2022. 125 years. Now when you open up the 1897 side, you're going to see a picture, and I will take some still photos and try and zoom in on some of these photos a little bit so that you guys can really see what they look like. And then on this side we have 2022, and this is obviously people in the factory working. So that's really cool. You have this piece of tissue paper to protect the embossed writing. And then these are going to go down here like this. So this is written, and it's my understanding, and I'm not a language expert by any means, and we'll take this up a little closer and you guys can pause and read this. So you can see it's written in 2 languages. It's written in German, is my understanding. It's written in German, and it's written in English. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming that the area of the Victorinox factory is in the area of Switzerland where they speak German as a primary language. I have been to Switzerland personally, and when I was there, one of the things I found out is Switzerland speaks, they don't have a primary language. There's areas that speak Italian, there's areas that speak German, and there's areas that speak French. Those languages are all very different, and although French and Italian are kind of close, but anyway, and so a lot of people there speak English. When I was in Switzerland, I did purchase a Swiss Army knife. I purchased this personally in Switzerland. It's a super timer. I was so excited to get that. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys. So, it says, welcome to 1897. You've purchased the Swiss Army knife. As the tool becomes part of your journey, you will discover it's more than a knife. It's a mindset, one that inspires curiosity, preparedness, and the ability to wonder while you wander. Adventure calls, and with this future icon in your hand, you answer. Pretty cool. I think that is really cool. All right, so you open this up, and in here you have a timeline. You have 1884. The journey begins. Carl Eisner opens Coulter's S workshop in Eibach, Schwarz. That's a section of Switzerland. Carl Eisner creates the Swiss officers and sports knife. The founder for the iconic Swiss Army knife is born in 1897, and in 2022 you celebrate its 125th anniversary with your Replica 1897. So this opens up, and this is designed to slide open like this, so you can see as this goes in. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can get the whole feel of this here. This is the way it looks. Now, I heard a story, and that story was that a original 1897 was found in a time capsule, and Victorinox was able to obtain that knife, or it was taken to them or something, and they decided that that's how they wanted to they use that knife as a basis. They did not have the original knife. They did not have an original 1897, and they used that to recreate their original production knife. So down here, it says you can protect your iconic Replica 1897 limited edition in this time capsule. The knife becomes part of your journey, and the next generation too. Here's to another 125 years of movement, innovation, and imagination. Pass it on and on. 125 years. As you can see, my box has a little bit of wear on it there. Probably from this. Maybe they should have put another piece of tissue in there. Before we go any further, one thing I wanted to say about this thing is in here is the serial number of this particular knife, which is 2170 of 9,999. And there is the documentation in here that talks about the story. It's in English. It says, congratulations on your purchase. Your knife has been crafted from high quality materials and based on the original groundbreaking design from the 125th Jubilee. All right, so you guys get a view of that. We have the time capsule, and we open that up, and here is how it looks. Okay, So we're going to take this out. We're going to set this all aside as well and move on to the next step. So here we are. It comes in this canvas pouch, and I did read up on some of the specs on this, and we're going to do some comparisons. All right, so here we are. So we're going to take this out. You know what? All right, so here we are. We're going to take this out. Now we have a canvas pouch here. I almost feel like I should be wearing white gloves or something to touch this. You have the Victorinox shield on here. And here we go. Now, like I said, I know most people watching this have probably already seen reviews of this knife. But so I wanted to do something a little bit different, and that is some comparisons. Now, first we're gonna look at this. You notice there's no shield on it. It's on the canvas pouch that came with it here. So maybe just a little bit. But it is on the canvas pouch. These are nickel silver pins in here that they put in. One thing they did say is they used the aluminum liners, and they did not use just carbon steel, they used stainless steel on the tools. This is alright, so let's get into some of the details of this knife. Like we said, there is no shield on the scales. It's a vulcanized fiber material, and you shouldn't get it wet. So, although, because of the price I paid for this, I'm not going to EDC it. It's going to just go into my collection, and I'll probably EDC this instead. Just being honest, I'm just not going to EDC this knife. I guess we'll start with our. Wow, let's take it out here and let's just start running through the tools. We'll start with the back scale. First up, we got the corkscrew, and as you guys can see, this corkscrew is a lot different from our current corkscrews. Now, according to Victorinox, the reason the corkscrew was changed is because this corkscrew had a tendency to cause the, and I don't even know if this is focusing well. This corkscrew had it caused the corks to break. Now, and I'll take the little mini screwdriver out because that's not an issue. As you can see, the newer design corkscrew didn't do that. Now here they are compared side by side, just so you guys can get an idea of what the size of this one is compared to another 91mm knife. And that's what this is, by the way. So that's where our corkscrew's at. All right, next up, we have the awl, and this awl it's more of a reamer. It's not really as much as it's an awl. It's three-sided. This side right here has a little coarseness to it. There's no real sharp edges. It's just a lot different, obviously. It's just a lot different from the current awl. It's a little longer, a little slimmer, and it kind of reminds me, so I thought I'd bring it out here, a little bit of the Alox awls, which have a little bit more of a sharpened edge. This does not really have any kind of sharpened edge to it, but it does have some similarities to that. And then it does have a little groove cut out in order to open that up there. One thing I will notate in here, it says 1897 inside the corkscrew there, and that also has, and you guys probably can't see it, but that also has the serial number of this particular model. All right, so next up, let's go with our can opener. Now, of course, it's much different than your current can openers. It's a whole different process of utilization. I've seen a couple of videos now of people using the can opener, and you know, the current can opener, and I'm not even going to try and use it, but the current can opener you use like this. It punctures into the top. This can opener, and you can see the way it is, my understanding is you punch into the side. Now I'm thinking it kind of goes like this, but the way they were showing it, and see, that just is that once you got it punched in, you were going around on the outside, and this lip was against the can. I was actually thinking it kind of goes like this myself. I know I can make this work. I'm not really gonna try it. Maybe if I had a secondary backup knife, I might. But because of, again, the value of this knife, I'm just not going to try to open the can with it. But anyway, that's what this looks like. And I will say this, for the time, this was a common can opener. And what I'm going to use to compare, just because since we're doing replicas here, I have a replica of a 1924 Boy Scout knife made by Remington. And as you can see, there's a lot of similarity in these can openers here. This was the Remington Boy Scout replica here. I think these knives were made by Bear & Sons or somebody like that. So. And maybe one day in the future, if everyone's interested, I'll do a review of those, because I have 4 different versions of the replicas of the Boy Scout knives. All right. So next up, let's keep moving here. We have the screwdriver. So this is a screwdriver blade. As you can see, compared to the most current Spartans, they are, the tip tapers to the same point. Obviously your nail nick is a lot bigger. It doesn't have the bottle opener. Of course, they didn't have bottles then. And you don't have the wire stripper. This was primarily designed for use on the officer's knives. And written on this blade, it says, Gerzolz, and I will try to get you guys to be able to see that indentation on there. And if you can't, I apologize. I don't know. It's really shiny on there. It's hard, I know. There's no 90-degree stop or anything like that. Next up, and this is interesting. Now, you have your main blade, and it says Elsinore. And it says Elsinore Schwartz. Now, here's something that's really interesting regarding the main blade. As you'll notice in direct comparison, it is a little slimmer. They're close. Now, the original blades were more carbon. They were not as, they weren't a stainless that they use today. And I don't know if they use the exact same stainless, and odds are they probably did, but as you can see, the nail nick's a little bit bigger, but the blade itself, it almost seems longer a little bit. I don't know, it's pretty close. Maybe not. I mean, the knives are the same length. But it is a thinner blade. It is not as thick in total. It is a thinner blade. And then our final blade here is a clip point blade. It doesn't have anything written on it. Now, the current models don't have a clip point blade. But I happen to have a 60s series Huntsman that does have a clip point blade in it. That's actually pretty sharp. Now, as you can see, other than fingerprints, as you can see, this Huntsman's clip point is a little bit different. It has been sharpened. It's a little bit smaller. Again, the nail nick, I don't know, it's pretty close. The nail nick's pretty close. But it really seems like the width in here is a little bit shorter than that older Huntsman. But it's pretty close. Wow, that's pretty sharp too. I know this Huntsman's sharp, I sharpened it. So you have, that's your final blade, that clip point blade on there. So that's a comparison of the tools and the evolution over the years. I really actually wish Victorinox would return to this clip point blade over the spear point blade. I like that clip point blade. So you have your canvas pouch here to keep it in. There's no loops on it, which I don't think the original probably came in a canvas pouch, but so that's it. You know, it has, I do like the feel of this. As you can see, I like touching it. It's an awesome little knife. There's some great, it sounds awesome when you open and close it, the different blades. It is really nice. There's still a few of them out there. You can still get them if you want them. They are expensive. If you're just buying it because you think you can make a profit off of it, I would say don't buy it. Let somebody who wants to have it buy it. Because I'm sure that they will increase in value in just a very short period of time, but you can make money other ways. There's a lot of things you can invest your money in without having to sit on a Swiss Army knife that somebody would really like to have. Just my thoughts, my personal thought on it. Man, this thing's really cool. I really like it. Kind of want another one because I want one that I can use. I want one to abuse. I want one for $20 that I can just abuse, or maybe $50. Don't put all the thoughts in it, just give it the regular tools. I don't know. Yeah, because I want to be able to beat one up, but I paid too much to beat this one up. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.